Hey, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day here in the Cheesy Moon Workshop, Sunday morning. Did not get a chance to go out and do any knife hunting or anything, but I wanted to get a video put out. And I did a folding hunter video a week or so ago, and I just watched Aaron over at AW Custom showing off some absolutely gorgeous folding hunters. And I realized that I left one out in particular. I have a couple others, but aren't really show worthy or camera worthy. But this particular knife, this is one of my favorite knives. This is a KaBar folding hunter. It's got a few little battle scars on it that were there when I acquired it. I think that had been dropped a couple of times or whatever, but as far as the blade, it's never been used. And it has the 100-year anniversary etching on it. KaBar USA. This knife is super sharp and super good condition outside of those couple of scars on the bolster, and that might have even been sheath wear from being in the sheath, but there's some pretty significant scratches. I think someone intended to buff it or something. I might be able to buff that out. I've never done anything to this knife. I've never even cleaned it. And then of course there's your Skinner blade. And what I think I want to do today, besides just showing off this gorgeous knife, is polish it up a little bit. I didn't want to, I mean, that's the natural patina that's on there, on the brass, and I thought about leaving it, but then that's not who I am. I like shiny brass, I cannot lie. This knife is, I don't know enough about the handle materials to know if that's stag or jigged bone. It looks more like jigged bone, but it's very uneven. So that leads me to think, you know, this side being a lot thicker than that side, that it might be a piece of stag. But regardless, it is gorgeous. And but I do think it is bone. I can see a lot of grain in it, but I really don't know, you know, enough to make a comparison. Super gorgeous knife. So I'm gonna just do a quick little, look at that snap on that thing. Glad my fingers weren't in there. Just do a quick polishing up here. I'm gonna move my reference guides out of the way there. And we'll hit pause and we'll get a little bit of flitz going and get her shined up. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use some of the liquid flitz polish this morning. And give it a good old shake. And I appreciate all the people concerned for my health for not wearing gloves when I use these chemicals, but I don't know. I think my skin and my constitution is kind of tough enough to handle it because I've been doing it forever. I've never had any kind of issues. Well, we're just going to give it a quick rub there. I can see that it's already doing its thing. Removing some of that oxidation. Works every time. I was in the shed when I was digging out some bar oil for the chainsaw. I had to cut up a big old tree limb after the hurricane there. And I saw my bottle of Brasso metal can. I went to pull it up, but that had long since dried up. This wasn't in too bad of shape at all. It just needed a little polish. There's a little bit of oxidation on there. Again, it's Florida. We have a lot of humidity down here, and even in a case with silica packs and stuff like that to keep the moisture at bay, it's in there. You cannot get away from it. And I mean, I guess if you bought a special case with a dehumidifying system or whatever, you could avoid it, but it's just going to happen in Florida. And one of these days, I think I'm going to do a video on the homemade polishes. My granny used to have some silverware that was a wedding gift or something. And about once a year, maybe once every couple years, she would mix up a potion out in the kitchen cabinet, just nothing special, just kitchen pantry items, and she would sit and clean up that silver. And I was always amazed as a little kid. I'm talking 7, 8 years old. It was probably my earliest recollection of that. Seeing her sitting there polishing that silver and watching it go from kind of dull and gray looking to shining like a new penny. And then my uncles, many of them were in the Army. And they had all their brass pins and buttons and stuff on their uniforms. They brought them home, and they liked to, show them off. And I had a couple. I think there was a couple in the Army, and I know a couple of the younger ones. Bruce and George, they were in the Air Force, and polishing brass and mink oil on boots, all that military show and shine stuff sort of resonated with me. I mean, I still use mink oil on any leather goods. I was a Brasso guy for a long time, but then I discovered Flitz, and because one of my subscribers said I should try it, and so I did, and I love it. It's great stuff. I saw the liquid Flitz, thought I would give that a try, and I love it too, because what I like about that, you can moisten your towel or paper towel, whatever you're using. And these brass liners, you really don't want to sandpaper down in there, rooting around, scratching everything up. But you can get some of that Flitz liquid on on your cloth or your paper towel, whatever, and you get down in there and let it do its thing. And shine up that inside brass really well as well. But this is one of the things I just love doing, is cleaning up the knives. And even if it's like just routine, like this one here, no heavy crud or anything, just going in and shining up a knife that's already pretty, already nice. I could sit here for hours and do this and enjoy every minute of it. And I do. I don't always record every time I clean a knife, because sometimes it's just a little difficult to get everything all set up. I'm going to pause for a quick minute. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Just a quick cleanup, quick shine of my KaBar Folding Hunter 100th anniversary commemorative knife. There you go, guys. She's shined up, cleaned up, ready to put back in the little storage case I have for it. So I think I'll go ahead and enter this into HT's EDC Hurt 'em Up video. I'll put a link to his open tag on here. There she is, fellas. Hope this was at least a little entertaining. Until I see you all again, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and above all, have a beautiful day.